Zodiac Squad salute. Oh, I didn't even salute. Zodiac Squad salute is King Gemini of the Zodiac Squad, and this is more of an informative video to let you guys know, as the title already says. I'm leaving my hometown of Memphis. I'm moving away from my hometown of Memphis. Reason being, I have a reason behind it. You may not agree with that reason, but just bear with me, please. As you guys may or may not know, I don't know if I've stated this in a previous video or not, but I live in a house with my biological mother, my stepdad, and my little sister. She's technically a half sister, but I prefer not to use that term, half sister, but it doesn't really matter. So I live in a house with them in Memphis, and I was supposed to be attending Southwest Tennessee Community College because I got a free scholarship, but I was still going to be living in this house as well because, you know, it's a community college. They don't have dorm rooms or anything. Like, people might be thinking, why don't I just get a job and pay for my apartment or get a roommate or something? There's two problems with that. One, nobody was hiring me. I've applied to like 20 jobs and I got a call back from one job just recently. Problem two is that my parents, and my little sister, they're planning to move like before this year is even over. They're supposed to be moving to Nashville first and then stay there for 1 or 2 years for reasons unknown to me. And then they're gonna move all the way to San Diego, California. So now I'm sitting here thinking, like, what am I gonna do now? Of course, the obvious option would have been to move in with my grandma, who's like a neighborhood away from me right now. But then this opportunity came up for me with my biological father, my actual father. He asked me if I wanted to move to Texas. At first, I was kind of like, why would I want to move to Texas? Because if you know me well, if you're like somebody I interact with in my everyday life, you know that I don't like change a lot. So let alone like moving cities, let alone switching completely. So moving to a different city, let alone a whole nother state, was just an idea that it never came up in my head. So I was like, not really. But let it be known, this is not the first time he's mentioned this. He mentioned it last year while I was still in school, going into my 12th grade year. The reason he offered it to me because he knew I was struggling in school, mainly because I didn't want to be at the school I was at. And luckily I pulled through and graduated, hallelujah. But I feel like, no, I don't feel like, I know I didn't do as good as I was supposed to. I only got, I'm not scared to share it, I mean, it's the truth. I only got a 2.1 GPA. I don't know how the grading scale works for people who's watching possibly in different countries, but a 2.1 GPA is like you borderline past the school. You're borderline passing. And I'm not proud of it, like I said, but then he offered it to me again to move to Texas. This time for college, of course. And then he started mentioning like the population is a lot smaller, meaning the jobs is gonna be easier to get, which was true. Like the first day I applied for a job, I walked into this place, asked for an application, sat down at a table, filled it out, gave it to the manager, and she immediately asked me if I wanted to go back for an interview on that same day. And I'm just like, why wouldn't I? But so we went back. The interview, I'm assuming the interview went well due to the fact I was hired on the spot. I started on the 21st. It is nowhere near that easy to get a job in Memphis. I can tell you that wholeheartedly. The only way you get a job that easily in Memphis if it's like a new company or something that's just now becoming a company. There's that, and then my dad also mentioned I could get an apartment down there as well. He was gonna help me get an apartment so I could be living on my own or with a roommate, most likely, as of right now, till I get a better job. Because I'm not gonna lie, the job that I have doesn't pay well at all. But you know, you gotta start somewhere, pretty much. He also plans to get my license so I can get a car. No, scratch that. I already have a car that I can, it's more of like a minivan. Not gonna lie, I'm not gonna be too happy to drive a minivan, but once again, gotta start somewhere. Gotta start somewhere. I'm not gonna reject the vehicle. And my life is, I already know I'm gonna live for right now. I'm gonna be living with him, his girlfriend, and her 3 kids. Which I already know, they're not strangers, so no red flag right there. It's perfectly fine. I already know them. They're good people. It's kind of sad, I'm not gonna lie. I somewhat don't want to leave. Like, I'm more than, how can I word this? I want to move more than I want to stay here. I'll say, there we go. And then on top of that, the crime rate is significantly lower there as well. So that's a bonus as well. It's safer compared to Memphis. Because I think Memphis is like top 3 when it comes to crimes. Top 3 cities. Oh yay. According to Memphis, according to Forbes list, Memphis moved down to 4. So I guess they're trying to do better. We have 10,333 crimes per year. That equals up to like what, 3 or 4 a day, I think? I could be wrong. I'm doing this off the top of my head. My math could be off. I'm supposed to be leaving Monday. I'm pretty much done packing. My room is pretty much completely empty. If you haven't noticed, there's been an echo during this video because the room is so empty, there's nothing to like absorb the sound. It's bouncing off the walls. Look at this, hold on. Like legit, my room, I forgot I still had this. My PlayStation 3, I need to pawn this. Like my room has not been this clean since I moved here. Yeah, I guess that pretty much sums it. Austin, Texas is like the general area of where I'm gonna be living till further notice. Now I want to go to all of my family and friends and say goodbye to them before I leave. But I'm almost 100% positive I'm not gonna have time to do that. So for whoever's watching this, Mama, Byron, Sedona, Machanil, Barbara and kids, Michael, Tori, Janisha, this is actually hard. Hold up. Cause now that I'm naming the names, it's starting to hit me who all I'm finna leave behind. Let me just get through it. Grandma, Auntie Erica, Auntie Tina, Herman, Hezekiah, Hannah, Uncle Herman, even. Pretty much everybody in my church. Come on, I gotta be stronger than this. I don't really want to leave them behind. But you know, I gotta move forward, you know? I don't know. Please support my decision too. I mean, if you don't, I'm gonna leave anyway, so there's no... This has been King Gemini. Please like, subscribe. I salute you. Goodbye, Memphis.